Hey, looks like we are live. Okay, so today is Friday, August 27th, 2021, and this is going to be me finishing off Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden on very hard difficulty. The only other last playthrough I could possibly do is the same difficulty, very hard, but with a modifier for Iron Mutant, which is essentially permadeath. But I believe that even now, with the way that I play the game now, I know that I can achieve that. Sorry, I'm sorry. Hold on, give me a second. I need to move this mic. It's, Sometimes, man, the light is just a little too strong. You know what I mean? Like if the bulb is out looking at you and whatnot, I may not have the best of lighting, but sometimes, depending on how you angle the light can just be very strong. Okay, so basically I'm in a more chill type of situation tonight. Also, I went and I picked up this piece for my PC for a video on my channel that's coming up soon. And this is a USB to a PlayStation 2 controller connector. So I'm gonna be going to a retro game store, or really just, I guess it's more accurate to call it a game store, which is Digital Press. And I'm gonna go there tomorrow, and then I'm going to pick up a PlayStation 2 controller. So to get to here, basically where we at is that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that I've pretty much cleared everything that at least that I believe that I need to. Like I know in the Iron Serpent, there's a few enemies that I didn't kill. If I'm not mistaken, the Fallen Angel and the High Road has like a few. Oh, look at that! I didn't realize that before. I found 9 of the 12. Really? I only found 9 of the 12 artifacts. That seems. I'm doing real good on the notes. 20 for 25. I never would have thought that. I have a thing here that's like says I only got 9. That means I'm missing 3. I know I'm missing Lux's light. There's one that's here in the Forbidden City, but then what's the final one? Oh, that's the new. Okay. Secrets. That's the artifacts for the DLC. Okay, that's why I was looking at some of this stuff. Like I know I got that. So I know that I'm missing Lux's lights because I didn't do the quest for it. I didn't finish the quest to get it because there was a humongous fight. That means I'm missing one of these because there's one in this zone. So which one of these did I not get? Boombox. Okay, did I get the boombox? Maybe that. I remember getting the bar looker, the iPod, power brick, cool box. I remember the melting tool. I didn't get Lux's lights. I got the generator, got the grill marker, melter, the grog milker. That means that one of these I just didn't get. Well, it doesn't matter. I got everything at least that I wanted to get. So, in today's game, what we're going to be doing is finishing this.
Citizens, present your ID bands for verification.
I don't get it. Should I talk to this thing? Is it, like, smart or what?
Let's just try to get through the city peacefully, with no trouble.
Your request for emergency quarantine has been granted. Please put down your weapons and prepare for termination.
Whoa, whoa. No termination, okay? I don't think they're talking to us. They're talking to the people who died here.
Put down your weapons.
So those two are within each other's. Looks like I can pretty much hide there. Hide there. Hide there. Alright, we're gonna save because this is a nice little setup. There are a bunch of enemies here that are really powerful. Need for you to hit.
Noise detected.
Oh, so they heard me. Okay, I know how I can handle that better. It didn't occur to me that when it said enemy heard, I knew I messed up, but I can handle that better. I can handle that a lot better. I can handle that a lot better. Alright, so what we gonna do is we gonna use a whatchamacallit, we gonna use a we're gonna make sure that everybody has a hold on. How far can Borman throw? See, he can't throw that far. Dude, who has the, doesn't she have something that says, yeah, extra throwing range? Let's take the, I could give it to her. Might as well. We gonna need to get this disable on this this guy right here. There we go. As long as we got that, then I know we're in good shape. And that's how you clear that. See, that's the one thing, like, I typically like to do things in a specific way. Because, you know, this is very hard difficulty. You know, this isn't like, you know what I mean? This is like the level that you play when you just really, really want to just be able to, you know, get good and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything in here. What was this? Isn't this one of those screens for the Mac? Okay, so what I do know is this, right? It says that I only have 9. We gonna get a 10th one here. 11. There's an 11th one that I missed due to a quest, and then there's one more. So I will be, after I find this, soon as I gain entrance into this this zone right here, before we get to the final battle, I'll go back and see which artifact I actually lost that I did not find, because that's another thing too, the achievements. Like, I'm into the Switch because it's handheld, and it's great that we're getting quality ports and stuff like that, but like, I need for whatchamacallit.
Pretty quiet for Forbidden City. I think it's smooth sailing from here on out.
Jeez. I never fought one of these before in none of my playthroughs. Thing is that I wonder if it... Oh, snap. I did not expect it to do that.
What? Look at that thing. It's one of those machines we've seen broken all over the zone.
Except this one is fully functional and probably not friendly toward trespassers.
Yeah, this is not like ghouls or zone dogs. We can't fight this thing. We need another way around it. Oh boy, this is not good. Not good. Not good. Show me the exit.
Yeah, I don't think we should fight this thing.
Okay, so that's why the Novosec doesn't want to come through here. What the hell are those things?
Wait for him to. This is a nice change of pace, though, I must say. Having an enemy that you know that you can, that you can't fight. Come on.
I did that. What do
I
you think
like
about
that.
it,
I
huh?
like that. So when I think about this game and I think about the inevitable future, because I know they made another game. I don't know what it's called. It's like Soldier. What is it? Soldiers 99 or something like that. It's something like that. And this YouTuber was like, "Oh, it's like so and so minus the flop. What is that? There's something blue over there. Oh, that's the Radio Shack. That's where the whatchamacallit is at. That's where the right where you see that Robo Shack. That's where the artifact is. Okay, okay. Let's save because I like to
Now it's getting fun.
come on. We need this. We need this. See, that's what I like. I like that. I like that. I like the fact that I can depend on my squad. You want to know something too that I'm thinking about? I think because that enemy right there is level 70, I don't think any of my weapon mods are gonna work on it.
Today, dickwipe.
some more?
Yeah, I know that he wasn't gonna hit that. Come on, baby. We need this. We need this.
That had to hurt.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that right there is, besides the gigantic robot, that should be everybody. So basically this thing is so damn powerful, it's like you don't even want to like fight it, you know what I mean? Oh boy, it's
That
time.
Robo Shack's got some nice artifacts for the taking. Should we stop in for a look?
Welcome to Robo Shack. Take a look around and let me know if you need anything. Due to new policies, shoplifters will face immediate persecution.
Heard of the boxes. They were used by a cult called the Demo Scene. Although what that means is a complete mystery to me.
Basically, once we take anything in here, it's gonna become a fight. So we want what we want to do is change hers to that. All hidden. Can we get a already open combat, so I'm about to say, is he about to jump out of the building? The hell is up with that?
Has been deemed hazardous.
Now let's try probably get a hit and disable them. Okay.
Right.
That's right. That's right. How dare you? How dare you lay your hands on my homie like that? Where's the and basically we're gonna take all this stuff. I guess he just ain't want no fight, I guess.
Hey, this is the way out of the Forbidden City.
Has to be something over here. If I'm not mistaken, there gotta be a way up because I just seen looks like a computer up there. We could probably end up but how do you end up there though? Yeah, I'm not sure. You want to know what's crazy? I've played this game a couple times now, and if I had to think about ways to improve this game, I really, from like a gameplay perspective, I really wouldn't even know what to even, like, you know what I mean? I just wouldn't even know, like, where to start. Like, the stealth is good. I would make, well, let's see. Well, I like the fact that you gotta get kills to reset your skills. But I can't really, excuse me, think of much of anything that I feel like absolutely needs to be rehauled or reworked. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not really sure. Like the graphics, at least when you play on like something that's more than a handheld, which is like the Switch. Then you know what I mean. Then I'm like, oh, alright, cool. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and we actually gonna go back to the Ark. We're gonna see what skills I can get with that one artifact. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of them is like, what is that? One more grenade slot, something like that. Yeah, something like that, like one more grenade slot. Come on, come on.
You defy me. You defy your elder.
I ain't trying to hit that shit.
Pull up a stool, stalkers.
Yeah, so there's enough. If
Have a swell time out there.
Oh, you know what? There is something I would improve about this game. The ability to trade stuff. Like, I got like 100 Molotovs, a couple things. It's like, I want the ability to be able to, see, look at that, 480. Jesus. Oh, that's actually fully maxed out for 480. It's actually not that bad. I thought it was base level. So we are definitely gonna want to get that grenade.
Safe travels.
And then we are going to want to upgrade some
No matter
weapons.
what the Elder says, there is life beyond the Ark. You see those giant machines floating in the sky?
24. Wow, she has more of a range than I do. That means I can actually upgrade two of these things, actually. Alright, we can dismantle this. Okay, so what we'll do is we will the way that I'm playing the game, I don't have any need for any, because we already got the two best long range weapons, which is these two. So I can actually get rid of times 3, 60 times 3 is what, 180? So we can dismantle this. Oh yeah, we can get rid of the gaper. It's just not a good shotgun. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll upgrade all our weapons to level 3. So we'll go level 3, level 3, and level 3. Alright, so that means that
Bye.
we good. Got 4 points. 4 and 8. Okay, we got everything that we need. We gonna put one of those, and then we're going to maybe put one of those. She has a very far reach, so I could see her having like a and then another, and then he can have a grenade and a smoke. Okay, so we'll go to the sealed gate. Alright, so this is the last area that we have to clear that involves the gigantic, like, final boss, which is like a group fight, which is pretty damn difficult. So we're gonna need to do what we need. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's also like a mech in that area too, which screwed me up my first playthrough on Xbox, because it's like you got the main villain, then you got a mech somewhere on the side chilling like in the cut, like just it'll throw you off if you're not paying too close attention. And then there was like a bunch of people, so it's like, you know what? Let's just do what we gotta do. Let's upgrade everything and then just get to ripping things, you know what I mean? Just everybody getting it. It's the end of the game, and so far, like I said, I love this game. Like, it plays smooth, you know, you don't the load times on Switch could be a little bit better.
So close, and now the Novosect beat us to it. Stay alert, everybody.
Is that a tank? Oh, a sect hunter. Still, even so. Wouldn't mind the fight if we can get rid of 26, but the thing is that we don't have. Well, I mean, if I'm gonna use Borman's Hog Rush, it's gonna be on the named enemy. You know what I mean? Not like this random ass dude. We gonna need to.
Holy Ancient's power! I feel the gates breaking! The sacred
Yeah, see, she's over there in that left corner. I thought it was like a whole area that we get to, and then her. It's like, nah, it's like, damn. The. Ten, 20, 29, 27. Fucking. Here's the thing. These guys, they're. If I can find a way to at least get these guys separated, or at least take them out, because that's a named enemy. Like, I want to take him out. But he's so close that it's like, if I hog rush or try to do anything with this guy, everybody can hear it.
Break down the gates! Tear them apart! Bring the sacred numbers to me!
Here's the thing. They're gonna hear it and see everybody. See, this is a hell of a place to be. But you know what? I gotta take the chance. I gotta take the chance. So my plan here is to wait till this guy comes a little closer to where all our crits will become high due to the high ground, and then we can take him out, especially if I can get 10, 7, at least a 9 piece. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I can get Borman to go ahead and hit his twitch shot, then I know we're in good business. I just gotta wait for them to go, and then from there I can then take on, you know, so what we gonna do is we gonna wait till these guys, because like I said, I can hog rush that guy, the brother Mark Luktar, but it's more important that I actually get the sect hunter first, because then at least if I get him, he's the one that's gonna be trouble, because I can hog rush the other guy and keep the other two up top, and then I ain't gotta worry about nothing. See, like right now, right? See, get like a nice, who gets the most crit? We all get it. Let's save just in case this goes wrong. Let's go ahead and get that 10.
That had to hurt.
Okay, go ahead, hit him with that crit. Alright, now Borman just has to hit for 6, and he got that.
Enough. Oh man, that was my shot.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna split up. We're going to keep them up top, because then we are going to remember, save. We're gonna hog rush him, and hog rush may seem like it's gonna be useful in the big fight, but I can go to another area and then reset my skills. This guy, it's important. It's damn near mandatory. Now let me look around. See, and then what we do is we go ahead and then we hit him with as much crits as we can. Oh crap.
Over here, you rotting limp! You little tricksy scammer!
See, now we've been caught. It's more important that we take out the main guy. So if I get a critical, there's a chance I can get 15, but then if I chill, all I get is, nah, I don't wanna test that. Let's just get there for sure. Oh, and he fell. Okay, all right. The thing is that I want to be able to, okay, that's a good spot. Get full body coverage. Oh, damn. That's not good. Damn it, I wish I can just push him the fuck out of that tower.
Today, dickwipe.
I might still be able to, Alright, so let's try to see if we can get this crit. If we can get this critical, that'd be great.
Now it's getting fun.
Oh, he only got the normal.
Let's get to it. Come on!
Yeah, see, this is important. %, we might be able to just kill him right here.
Don't it?
We're gonna use a Molotov. Oh my god, I forgot the switch from the dam. Oh my god. Oh boy. Here's the thing, I kind of don't want to get rid of the grenade because the grenade might be useful later. So we'll just do Overwatch.
Overwatch.
We are unstoppable!
Okay, so we took a little bit more damage than I would like to. Than I'd like to admit. Oh, there we go. We got a med kit, so we know what we're gonna use that for. It's gonna be for bombing. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the area, thinning the herd before we take on the final boss. Because the thing is that there's like robotic enemies, and what happens is that while you're dealing with them over there, they also aggro these right here. So you end up with a bigger fight than you initially signed up for. So we are gonna take care of these enemies just off rip.
Break through the gates of Eden! The sacred numbers await us!
Yeah, we know. I don't have a damn. See, the thing is that we're gonna want to save because I got a skill. Save because, like I said, if we can get it to where I can get both of these guys. Disabled.
I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Come on. Please disable. Please. Oh, yes. See, this is what I needed. If only one of them would have hit, that would have been tragic.
That hurt?
See, now I'm in good. Now I'm in a good space. I can essentially just loop this guy into a permanent disabled state. Oh, see, Borman, he got the 2-piece. He got him to the second thing. So this is one of the harder fights, if not the hardest fight in the game. Like, so far in the game, very hard. You know, you play the game, you get naturally good at certain things and certain setups and everything. But this is a fight to where it's like, nah, like you don't have a choice. Like, this is difficult no matter which way you look at it. And I might just have to, I'm trying to make sure that there's no more surprise enemies, because like I said, there is a mech over here.
Break the gates down and find the sacred numbers.
Yeah, you see those red things in the top of the screen, those red outlines? So it looks like a tank, a tank on the right, sect hunter, maybe a butcher. The one in the middle is the boss. And then there looks to be something else, but there's a mech over there. There is a mech over there. And it is possible to take it out stealthily. It is possible. So basically what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to do exactly that. See, there's the main boss all the way to the right. There's a tank to the left, a sect hunter in the middle. There's a robot over there, along with a pyro. That's crazy. I noticed you can look. They all look distinctive enough, you know, to where you can look at their outline and then be like, nah, that's who they got over there. So basically what we want to do is we want to be able to take these guys down. Now they do have a robot over there, but what we're gonna do instead is we are going to go back to the Ark to pick up a EMP. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to, because like I said, there's a small robot and then there's a gigantic robot somewhere in the cut. And I remember that. I remember this fight, and I remember being like, "Oh, look! I done stealth killed a few people." And then it was like, "Where did this gigantic robot come from?" It was like tearing through buildings. That's the I could be completely wrong, but that's what I remember. I remember there being a gigantic mech over there.
Welcome. If you want zone gear, I've got it.
Where is it? 88.
Later, Gator.
Okay, so I plan on mostly using the high ground. What can we get? Let's go ahead and grab this. So the last thing we need on any of the characters are the final 16 piece. And this is what I'm saying, for like 1 piece of health, you want 16 points? Come on. I'm not about to go through all that. So pretty much I have all the skills. I just gotta, you know, remap them out, but we're gonna stealth kill some of these guys. And that's another thing too. You wanna, because sometimes I know that you don't have to always take, like, I take chances on those 75%, but I saw somebody on YouTube, I think it was Pete Complete, I think he said that he took like mostly 100% shots, and I was like, I'm not that good at this. So we're gonna go ahead and beat this, get through this fight, and then we're gonna go into you know, shut the stream off, and then tomorrow I'll start up whatchamacallit, Wasteland 3. Okay, so what we want is we want to save right here. And let's look at all our armor. So we all got 3. I don't think it gets any better than 3 armor.
My children, listen to the words of Plutonia. We stand before the gates of Eden. Inside lies the sacred numbers. The numbers will awaken the weapon and cleanse.
Yeah, you see that mech in the corner? That thing will come alive.
Enter Eden by
If you take out,
cleanse the zone with fire and bring the ancient home.
yeah, you see that mech in the corner? That thing will come alive. If you take out the medbot. I think that medbot is within whatchamacallit. See, it's actually not that bad to fight once you consider the pyro. The pyro is annoying. We can stealth kill him though. But the issue becomes like even the tank and the sect hunter, it's like, wait a minute. Oh, I thought I saw somebody up in those buildings directly east. Well, not east, it's southeast. Because sometimes the game doesn't render everybody, so you can get yourself into a fight. Nah, let's get Borman out of here. Ducks and what's his face? They definitely need to get. So if Ducks and Selma both get, and he has 26 health, so we're talking about 10, 10, 20, 27. Then that means we don't need Borman to. Okay, can Borman have a shot from right here? Yeah, he can. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll save right here because our goal is to take out the sect pyro and then experiment with the medbot. Oh, but you know what? That medbot is probably in the same shit. Nah, we'll take out the sect pyro. And then what we'll do is we might have to take out the big robot first. Even though, what the hell was that? My monitor just went on and off. I don't know what that was about. Alright, so we are going to crit right there. Crit right there. And then crit right here.
Gotcha. Sweet takedown.
Okay. Alright, so that's one enemy down. Now, if I'm not mistaken, whatchamacallit can actually, where's the one that says is, no mind control? Alright, now here is where we are going to have to experiment and see what.
So this is it. The gates of Eden. The Nova sect might have beat us here, but they can't get in. We still have a chance, but we have to stick to the shadows.
Instead of a smoke, we'll give her that thing, because she can throw things further. And then we'll give... Okay, so this is going to take some experimenting.
flee. Target DNACFS loaded. Neutralize all mutant intruders.
Gonna have to take this guy down.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Come on.
Oh, does that hurt?
and then what'll happen is we will keep we're gonna keep whittling him down until it's time to end, until I'm pretty sure that I can kill him.
Want some more?
He has 4 armor. I think he's the only one that I've seen, maybe outside of those flying machines that have. I don't think any regular enemies find, probably outside of this main boss. Going to move right here. And the reason why we're moving over here is because we want to be able to get away from the blast of when we do kill this enemy. Just in case, how much he has 2. Dig down, dig down. Come on, boy. Yeah, see, we took them out silently, so we got rid of one enemy. So now all we really have to do is get rid of these 3. 11? That's it? That's all they willing to give me? 11? That seems kind of cheap. So once we beat these 3, then we're good. Which, you know, like I said, when I first played this game, the way that this robot, I was standing up in here in this building, and the robot like tore through the entire building. I was like, damn. I just want to make sure that there ain't nobody else running around here. Because if I could use, yeah, if we can get into the 2nd floor of this building somehow. Up there we go. Back entrance, Ganilla's secret, excuse me. It's been a long day. You know, work, y'all know how that go. Oh, look at that, a ladder. Okay, I just want to make sure that we got, okay. Alright, so basically what we want to do is we want to split up, send these 2. Let's get some scrap. And then what we're going to do is we are going to hide right here. We are going to give... Oh, Borman already has a grenade. And she has a grenade. Okay. Going to give him a Molotov. We're going to save the game because these are the last 3 enemies. So what we want to do is... we want to start battle. We want to start battle. Go to here. Take off one of the things. We're gonna throw that grenade.
I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Then what we're gonna do is we are going to use Borman's Hog Rush to knock them out. And then what we are going to do is we are going to then start going, wow, we're gonna start wowing on the High Priestess.
Take the sign!
How much ammo does he have in that other weapon? Okay, he's fully charged. So we'll use 1 point to basically heal him. And then what we gonna do is we gonna just have to sacrifice Borman and pretty much just make sure that we put a hurting on Plutonium.
We've lost one!
And then what we want to do is eight damage. Hundred. We definitely want to get rid of that guy. The tank is the bigger threat, but you know. Whoa, language, young man, language. Nah, we might as well not even. We just gonna send him to the wall right behind him, cause we gonna light this guy up. We gonna light him up. 11. Oh man, you done for. That's it.
Nighty night. Nailed it.
That's the final boss fight. You know, using stealth to get rid of the most problematic enemies.
Arc 1, Nova Sect 0. Their insane plans to destroy our home vanish into the wind. We're safe. Our people live another day. The smoke clears, ears still ringing. On the edge of my blurred vision, something comes out of the arc. Light dancing across my arm, up my face. I look up. I'm being scanned by some giant eyeball. Then Dux and Pharaoh get scanned. Then Magnus and Selma. The light cuts out and the eyeball darts back inside the wall. We hear pistons churning, gears turning, a machine humming back to life. The gates of Eden open. Maybe Eden sees we're mutants and welcomes us home. We stand there in silence. The 5 of us are all mutants, found and raised by the Elder. This feels like an answer to the question that's plagued our lives. Who are we? And do we go in and find out? When Dux and me first started out, everything was cut and dried. The Elder knew best. There were no answers in the zone. Mutants didn't know who they were, where they came from, and that was fine. No one cared. But now, after the enemies we fought, after the friends we found, after all we've seen, the 5 of us stand here at the gates of Eden. Do we go in? Do we want to know who we are?
I hope that music doesn't
Got
get
'em all. Now, let's see if
get
Eden's
me
working.
in trouble. Okay, so that's the final fight. All that's left to do now is to just go through this, go to Eden. This is the final area / cutscene. There's no combat. Hour and a half. I thought it would be more like this area was a lot shorter than I remember it being. It was like just the final boss fight. I thought from my recollection that it was like a whole area. But we did do good on the finding a good amount of the notes.
I know this place. I've been here before.
Yeah, cause yeah, see 10. The 11th one was left out due to a quest out here in the Castle of Light, but I can't pin down the other one. I'm not sure, you know, it's all good.
I've seen that star before, on those flying machines. They really did come from Eden. Hammond was right.
Yeah, I don't whatchamacallit, I don't read notes like that. Man, yo, like if they put Fallout New Vegas or something, a good RPG like that, I wish Wasteland 3 was on the Switch. I wish.
More machines. Everybody keep quiet. I think they're asleep. Look at this place. Either the rot finally got to our heads or we're standing in the actual Eden. Frickin' Eden, people! The Elder tried to keep us away from this place, but the truth shall set you free, old man! This can't be real. I'm not seeing this. Okay, this is freaking me out. We are deep underground, right? Because this looks a lot like a tree.
Yeah, it looks like a tree. Looks like some type of staging area for like children.
Check this out. I think this is a corpse of an actual mutant. Never seen a dead mutant before. Well, proves we can die. That's a happy thought.
This place is freaking huge.
Look at the shiny screens. Bet those screens can shed some light on what's going on around here. Finally.
We huddle around the screen. The words, Mutant Project, blink on and off in big red letters. The screen turns black. then explodes with a flurry of flashing images, faster than we can take in. I catch glimpses of mutants in test tubes, animals in cages, strands of code, something called DNA. The screen freezes on one final image. An employee profile. A scientist of the Mutant Project. It says his name is Ingmar Edison. His face. When we see his face, those eyes staring back at us, we couldn't believe it. It was him. The profile says his status was revoked after stealing mutant experiments from the lab. Memories come flooding back. We were the experiments. They raised us in tubes and played games with our DNA. Made us freaks. The Elder was part of this. Happy endings died with the ancients. Why didn't he tell us? Who is he? The room spins. The truth comes flooding back into my brain. Everything I know is a lie. I lose my balance. As the room turns black, a voice crackles onto the radio. Ghost-like, ethereal, like the ancients calling down from space.
Come on, Center Sweden. Come on, Center Sweden. I repeat, come on, Center Sweden. Come on, Center Sweden. Come on, Center Sweden. I repeat,
And that's Mutant Year Zero. Oh. This is a story DLC, but I'm not really fond of it. I beat it before. But, you know, I just wasn't really feeling it, you know. It was much more like action. I know that seems, but I mean, like, it cranked the difficulty up to a point where I didn't enjoy it. This DLC was a pain in the ass on whatchamacallit. It was a pain in the ass on normal. And it's not that it's too hard. It's the fact
1,
that
we rescued Hammond. 2, we kicked the bad guys' asses. Why are we freezing our butts off chasing some old loony? We should be back at the Ark getting a little hero treatment.
Our victory parade will have to wait. Let's fetch him back before he gets himself killed out there.
The truth? That we're all his science projects? Nah, thanks. Let him run. We don't need him.
Tell that to the Ark. It's chaos back there. We'll drag the Elder back, force him to make things right.
And keep taking his orders? You're all grown up and able to think for yourself, aren't you?
Enough chit-chat. Let's go find the Elder.
Alright. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, and certain things are certain mutations are upgraded. Why not? Yeah, why not? Why not? All right, yeah. So that's Mutant Year Zero, the base game, and I really loved that playthrough. That was on very hard difficulty. And like I said, I love streaming games from the Switch, you know, especially games that I really enjoy. But it's like I'm not a fan of that DLC. That DLC is just it's like I said, it's not that it's difficult, it's that, you know, they introduce a certain enemy that's a pain in the ass to deal with, even on normal difficulty. It's like, you know, it's just difficult, man. Hard, difficult. And I know it seems contradictory to say like, oh, it's not that it's difficult, but then I talk about how difficult it is. It's one of those things. You know how like when you replay a game and then you're like, oh yeah, I would love to replay this game. And then you think about that one section or that one enemy where you're like, if I would have thought about this when I first started my next playthrough, I wouldn't have even chose it, you know? So just to give a little update on some games I will be playing. So I will be playing Dragon's Dogma pretty much on my own off stream. Like I said, my next game will be Wasteland 3. And it kills me that they're not upgrading the hardware of the Switch, because if the Switch could get Wasteland 3, forget about it. Wait, where's Wasteland? I know I had it. Maybe I deleted it to make space. Witcher, The Outer Worlds, yeah. But yeah, Wasteland 2, man. I just bought that on PC too. I bought that and Torment Tides of Numenera. And that game to me is amazing. Torment Tides of Numenera. I think I'm gonna stream that. But to me, Wasteland 2 is, matter of fact, where is it? Because I know I got it here. It must be in this. There it is. This is another part about getting physical games. Sometimes you try to get games out and it's like in the middle of the stack. Now you gotta get the game. And Wasteland 2. This is a game that I absolutely love. Absolutely love it. But it's one of those games where, you know, it's one of those games to where you just have to really get into it. You know what I mean? There is a gigantic difference between Wasteland 2 and Wasteland 3. So I'm just going to spend a couple minutes just talking about, as a matter of fact, let me read down this because I do want to essentially finish my playthrough on here. Doesn't even need a update. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that in there because I actually do. I like. Here's why I like RPGs. Let me just go ahead and give a talk for why I like RPGs. I like RPGs because I find that whole system of like playing the game and then getting some you know, points to put into different skills. I like that. Like I just like it. They're longer games, you know, they're not like, you know, 10 hour, 15 hour, even though, because I fell in love with RPGs when I was younger, when I had all the time in the world. So when games took like 60, 80 hours, like I remember when Skyrim came out, and Skyrim, the developers were like, oh, this is a 300-hour game. And I was like, 300 hours? I don't know about that, but like I could spend, like I would be amazed if I spent 100 hours. So to me specifically, Qrider, as Qrider, I just, I'm not into like super long games. Like I like games that are long, like the 60 to 80 mark. But like when your game becomes like 80, 100, it's like, come on, dog. Like this ain't cool. Now that I'm older and I have a career now, and it's like I appreciate, the Outer Worlds, RPG that's like what, like 30, 40, I think 40 hours. Did I do just one playthrough of that? Cause I know I definitely played it in I definitely played it on Xbox, and then I played it on Switch. I can't remember if I played it more than once on Switch. But it's the fact that as a matter of fact, they keep playtimes for games. See Mutant Year Zero, 50 or more. I played this game mostly on Xbox. See LA Noir, love LA Noir. Dex is 20 hours. That's about one playthrough, along with like 5 hours of the second playthrough. Basically speed running. Mercenary Saga Chronicles. This is a trilogy of RPGs that are really good. That 40 hours is just the first game, because you're gonna like get through the story, and then you're gonna come to like a point to where you need to grind. And now that I'm a little older, like when I was younger, like 18 to 21, I was working like part time, so I was able to like play games, like, you know what I mean? It would be like I would grind like forever, but bro. Now that I'm older, I'm like, nah. That's why I appreciate RPGs and CRPGs where like it's not about grinding. I mean, you could grind. Like for instance, I remember when I played uh what's his name? Divinity Original Sin, and I remember I had got caught on a boss. I think it was like his name was Boreal. He's like the big ice guy, and he has statues around his the area where you fight him that gives him different elemental statuses and stuff. Like, that's like, even that fight was like freaking crazy. I was going somewhere with that, but then I lost it. I'll come back to it though. Like I said, I went to work today. I'm a little tired, but I know what I was talking about. I appreciate to where when you clear areas in Divinity Original Sin, the original, the uh the enemies wouldn't spawn. So, I appreciate that. I appreciate games like Mutant Year Zero, like I just finished, where if you clear out an area, that area is clear. You can go back and get anything that you missed, but for the most part, you don't have to go around and like, oh, this fight is easy, but then the next one's super hard. So now you gotta grind 5 levels. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to get into Vigor. I'll probably get that on PC and see what that's about. Spirits of Xanadu, man. I tried that game. That game is so fucking weird. I don't understand that game like at all. I mean, I get the premise. It's like, you know, it's like this maze, and you want to go through the maze. You're meant to fail. It's kind of like a roguelike, except it's a little different to where, when you die, Is that still considered a roguelike though? If you're meant to like die over and over, but each time you die and come back, you know you get a little bit more familiar. I don't know. Chicken Police. I'm gonna try that game. They don't show all the games, but Wasteland 2, I know for a fact that I got pretty far in that. And here's why I like Wasteland 2 so much, man. It was like when I played Fallout, right? I played Fallout, but like I played Fallout, I treat Fallout in the same sense that like most people play GTA. Like, and I know that may seem a little weird, but basically what I'm trying to say is that I play Fallout for like the exploits, the cheats, the I play it, you know, I play it not necessarily like how it's supposed to be played, you know. Like I like to, use the glitches to get anything and everything I want. You know, I'll use the cheat, I'll use console commands, and I'll do all that. Like when I played Wasteland 2, it was like the most raw. Like Wasteland 2, even on normal mode, is more hardcore than Fallout is on its survival or hardcore mode. It is like, for instance, you can play Fallout to where the ammunition, pretty much weighs, and I did play that way, and I did do that, and it was okay. Like I did a New Vegas run that was on hardcore, and I got all the way to the end to where you fight Legate Lanius, but I couldn't win. That's totally on me. I didn't set my skills right, and I could have just used like wait, was that on PC? I believe that was on PC. It might have been on Xbox, but essentially I hit like a wall to where like I couldn't talk him out the fight, and I didn't have enough ammo to kill him and everybody with him, so I just gave that up. So the way that Wasteland 2 works is that everything, I mean everything, like I remember, like you can have like in Fallout New Vegas, right? You can give your partner guns and stuff like that, and they might use it, but they got unlimited ammo. Like in Wasteland, I remember playing that game, like when you get the scrap, like the currency, the money in that game, and you go and I buy 50 rounds of something. Well, no, I don't think I ever paid for that much, but like let's say 10, like it felt deliberate. It felt deliberate. It felt like you were actually planning, you know what I mean? It felt like uh like in Fallout, it's like I play it for, and because it has glitches and everything, it's a fun experience no matter how buggy, glitchy it is. It's not like a serious, Wasteland 2 though, totally different beast. You get like 10 rounds, and you divvying up everything between all your characters, and and since it's turn based, you feel like using all your equipment and all your tools and everything that's available to you feels very deliberate. So you know you will like I said, like I just love that dichotomy of like that like item management. And if you got 100 rounds and 4 people in your party, you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give 25 to each of you. And then when you're in fights, because it's turn based and percentage based, similar to like Mutant Year Zero, was, where it was like 25, 50, 75, 100% chance to hit. You don't take that chance. Like when you miss a shot, like you feel that miss. You know what I mean? You know how like certain games where you can be like, you know what, I'm gonna go for this 75% shot, and then you go ahead and then you miss. And like certain games, you'll be like, I miss. You know, I'm gonna have to get in with somebody else. When you play Wasteland 2, like when you miss a shot, like you miss a shot, you feel that. Yeah, and I remember the first time I went through my playthrough on that, man, that just tore me apart. When it was like, oh, 75, so that means that basically 75% chance. I like that. And then when that thing said, oh wait, no, or am I tripping? Is it 100%? Yeah, there's 100% in Wasteland 2. I watched a video sometime recently where they were like some RPG where it was like you couldn't get any higher than like 95% or something like that. But anyway, I just love that. Like, or maybe that is Wasteland 2. I think that I think it caps out at 95, but you have to like excel in that weapon in order to get the 100. So even on 95%, like people would miss. I remember that too. There was some RPG, it may not have been Wasteland 2, but it was like 95% or something like that, and I missed the shot. And I remember sitting there like, 95%, you missed on 95%, what the hell? And I just remember thinking like, man, that's not cool, man. And Wasteland was a game that once I beat it, I was like, I'm having a blast, but like I just don't want to play this like over and over and over. And like I said, I ran into an issue with the game, so I put it down for a couple months. I came back and it was like I felt like a fish out of water. I was like, I don't even know if I should even continue this playthrough, because like I just didn't have the patience. You know, I just didn't have the patience. Like I remember I got into like one fight, and then I was just sitting there, and it annoyed the hell out of me that there's a part in the game to where you deal with these suicide bombers, right? And these suicide bombers, man, these guys are a pain in the ass, because if they blow up near you, they take off your character's clothing, like their pants and shirt. So I got like multiple characters in my playthrough just running around in their boxers, and a woman sniper who's running around in her panties. And it's like I'm not spending no scrap that I can on bullets for some clothes for you guys. So they just running around like half naked. Half my party is running around naked, and I was like, what am I doing, bro? Like my team looks ridiculous. And then there was a fight that was difficult. See, here's the thing. When you having a hard time in a game, and then you jump and then you leave it alone, but you come back months later, it's like once you hit that difficult wall again, you're like, I should have just stuck with it. I should have just stayed with it and then finished it, because now it's to the point to where like I don't want to finish my Switch playthrough. I just want to go on PC and then just learn how to, like, you know, and just start all over, but go all in one go. Like I would not recommend anybody to play Wasteland 2 and like put the game down for months and then try to come back, because like I said, you'll sit there and you'll be in a groove where you're like, okay, I'm gonna play like this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna play like that, and then it's like you come back and then you're so in the deep end, you're like, what was I thinking before? Like I don't know. And Wasteland 2, I have some complaints about the game. Like, for one, the Wasteland 2 wasn't always voice acted. Not everything. Wasteland 3 mostly was voice acted. I don't remember too much in that game. Only went through one playthrough. But the one difference that Wasteland 3 had that I did not jive with was how they managed ammo. Wasteland 2, you can say we got 100 rounds. I'ma give you U20, U20, what's that, 40, and then I'ma give my assault rifle guy, the specialist, the other 60. And Wasteland 3 is like just a pool. It's just a number, and your inventory is limitless. It's an unlimited inventory in Wasteland 3. In Wasteland 2, it was like I would use one weak character and just keep them alive throughout the game to basically be a pack mule, so that way I can keep my main characters with the weapons that they need, or for space. So like when a difficult fight came up, if I felt like I needed a rocket launcher, like I remember I had this tough fight, right? It was in a brothel, and I was having so much issue with this fight. I was like, you know what, back at the base there's a merchant that sells a rocket launcher. I bought that rocket launcher, man, and I basically came back to the fight and was like, well, this is what it is, and damn near killed everybody, finished off everybody else, and I was like, yeah, it felt good. It felt good. But yeah, so pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is gonna be I'm gonna be whatchamacallit. I'm gonna be playing Wasteland 3. I want people to mod that game so much. I want people to mod can you preview a whatchamacallit? Can you preview cause I wanna whatchamacallit. Alright, so let's go over here, because when I think about the whatchamacallit that I have, why do I have two? Okay. So it's two different Wasteland 2. So this is the original Wasteland 2, and this is the director's cut. So we're going to actually, if I'm not mistaken, you can isn't there some type of way to change the box art? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see something. If I'm not mistaken, you can do that. You can yeah, see, set custom. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll change that art. We'll change that art so that way it sticks out. Basic. Or I might just hide it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Looks like we might have a little some to box cover 1080p. Okay, so let's see what we got here. No, that's like 2p, 200p. Okay, so what we'll do is we will save image as desktop wasteland. Wasteland 2 cover art. Save that. This is Wasteland 2, so right click that, manage, set custom artwork, go to desktop, boom, 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 boom. What did I name that? What did I name that? W, so here it is. Can't say that I really like. Let's see if we can shrink that. Edit in photos. Crop adjustments, filters, crop. Oh boy. Okay. Aspect ratio. Okay, that might be worth it. Desktop cover art 2. Okay, so let's see. It'll do. That'll do. Okay, so yeah, so where's Tide Torment? T-O-T-O-T-O-R. Yeah, I think it's called Torment Tides of Numenera. Yeah, there it is. Torment Tides of Numenera. I played this on Xbox. Fantastic RPG. Fantastic RPG. This was the one RPG that I played where I really liked the dialogue system, because in the first, I think the first fight or the first couple fights, you fight this guy, and then halfway through the fight, you can either finish to kill him, or you can approach him and talk him out of the fight mid-fight. And I thought that was very, very good. So I got Wasteland, the original, Wasteland 2, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. I was gonna pick up Wasteland 3, but to be honest, it's still like $60. So Tales of Arise, I don't know too much about the Tales game, but I do have my eye on it. I saw that in GameStop earlier today. But yeah, like this right here, man, this game is just great. Like, so we gonna be playing 3, but it's just amazing. Like the thing with the town that's been whatchamacallit, that's what was it, the train yard, there were people beefing over a train yard. It was a one of a kind RPG, put it like that. I pissed off like a whole town. I tried to redo that, but I couldn't. I was like, I don't know. But yeah, so I will be replaying this on PC. The Switch version also had a lot of whatchamacallit. It had a lot of crashes. Scarlet Nexus is an RPG I would like to keep an eye on. Yeah, see, Wasteland 3 is still $60. I do have Game Pass, and Game Pass does have Wasteland 2 on it, but it's like I'd rather keep all my games on I only bought one game off Game Pass for PC, and that was The Evil Within. Like, I want to wait till this becomes a little cheaper. Maybe like $30 or so. Or maybe like a game of the year, because they do have the what is that? Because they have the Battle of Steel Town, which is a DLC that came out. I didn't play that. Like, I heard that I saw that they added a crafting mechanic to Wasteland 3. I found that out like yesterday or something, or the day before. I was so surprised by that. I was like, wait a minute, Wasteland 3 has crafting now? Like, you can craft the ammo that you need. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, maybe you can't divvy up your ammo between all your team, but if I can get out there and then start scavenging and looking for places to get the material in order to craft the weapons that I need, I think they say you can craft armor and ammo, maybe even weapons. I'm like, yo, that's really good right there. But like I said, I just find that Wasteland 2, like when I got done with Wasteland 3, I said, okay, this looks better, plays better, but Wasteland 2 still had my heart. And I know that may seem blasphemous for a lot of people, but Wasteland 3 looked better, played smoother. I enjoyed the fact that you knew the level of the enemies that you were going to be fighting. So in Wasteland 2, it was so easy for you to start something, get into a new area, get smacked up, and then hold on, did my which one called it change? Oh, hold on. I forgot. I don't have like a green screen set up, so I'm pretty much trying not to put as much of my background into my stream. So, but yeah. So for me personally, like, I played Wasteland 3. I said, oh, this plays better. Like here's the thing. I went through Wasteland 3 and I was like, okay, I'm chilling. There was maybe like a time or two where I was like, damn, like this may be a little difficult, but Wasteland 2 was like, I feel like it'll be easier for people to replay Wasteland 3 than Wasteland 2. Wasteland 2 had parts to where, like, if you're doing good, you would come up to some spot where you're having trouble, and then you're either gonna like put it down, maybe I need to come back to it, maybe a couple hours later or 10-15 minutes later, whatever it is. But Wasteland 3, it's like I can tell myself, well, you know, I could play this about like 10 more times. And like Wasteland 2 had me like, nah, bro, like I'm gonna play that maybe a few times because this game is just, I'm not saying Wasteland 3 isn't brutal, but there's a difference in like how you feel getting through Wasteland 2 than you do Wasteland 3. I feel like Wasteland 2 was made in a time where In Exile basically was like, this is an RPG, this is gonna be hard. You're gonna be winning a fight here. You go to the next found area and you are gonna get smacked. And then Wasteland 3 was like, and I'm talking about like even on normal mode. You know, I didn't play Wasteland 2 on like the most on Supreme Jerk. You know, I didn't play that on the hardest difficulty. I played it on like a normal. But like you go through Wasteland 3 and it's like, okay, it can be difficult, but like Wasteland 2, it was like unforgiving. Like I can see myself saying, you know what, I'll play Wasteland 3. You want to know what it's like? I feel like Wasteland 2 is what the series should be. Oh, I just started redlining. I apologize for that audio. I feel like Wasteland 3 is what needed to happen in order for Wasteland to get the love that it needs. Like sometimes, right, we all want our games to be, you know, true hardcore experiences and everything. But the truth of the matter is that we need sometimes for games to be that game that kind of bridges the gap. What game did I feel like that on that was recent? Where I said, okay, this may not have been what I expected, but I understand that it's the game that it needed to be. So then people would say, so then the market at large, like most of the gamers would be like, hey, we're interested. And then, you know, you just gotta, you know, what game was that? I can't remember. I remember thinking that way, like, you know, what was it? It was like, I was like, I could see why this game is like this because they needed to essentially appeal to a wider market. So then that way, by getting to the wider market, they would get better support. Because like Wasteland 3 could have been Wasteland 2.5. But I feel like the unlimited inventory, the ammo and item management being like in pools instead of divvying it up to individual people. You know, I just feel like those were moves made to simplify things. And what they did was by then they made the skills a little bit more diverse. What game was I playing? I remember saying that. I was like, you know what? This may have not been exactly what I was looking for, but I see what they were doing. By making a game that appeals to the wider market, it's like now everybody's gonna say, hey, we love this, and then it's gonna bring you know, if it's better for, sometimes it's better for a game to be kinda aight to the masses instead of being exactly what the niche audience is. Because the masses, if the masses say, you know what, this is kind of decent, they can take that love that the market, you know, and they can use that, the studio can use that, and then the publisher or whoever funds the game will say, hey, now more people are into this, we're willing to give you more money, and then they can trade off that like, okay, this can't be exactly what the hardcore fans want. So instead, what we're gonna do is like, imagine if Fallout stayed in the vein of Fallout 1 and 2 and never went 3D. We would never have New Vegas, right? So what ended up happening was they made Fallout 1 and 2, which were CRPGs, isometric CRPGs. They put it in 3D. Fallout 3 did great, fantastic. All the mod support throughout the years. And then when it came time to do something else, now what's happening is now they're able to say, okay, maybe the games aren't isometric, but if Fallout wanted to, right? Let's say if Fallout, the next Fallout game is a CRPG, right? Then they could say, well, if we would have been a CRPG for Fallout 1, 2, 3, and New Vegas, we would have only been loved by like a fraction of the gaming community. But because they branched off and tried something new, even old fans of the isometric stuff, even they love Fallout New Vegas. You know, when Fallout 3 came out, oh, that's not my Fallout, that's not my Fallout. But then as soon as Fallout 3 and the console people played it, and oh, you know what? Yeah, you know, this ain't that bad. So now they have a wider margin, and now there's more money invested because there's more people willing to buy the game. So now they're like, okay, now we're gonna put out New Vegas. This is gonna be for true RPG purists. And it's like, oh, okay, and then we loved it. Like, let's be honest. Like, if Fallout stayed CRPG, we would have never gotten Fallout New Vegas. We would have never gotten Fallout New Vegas. Fallout would have been a CRPG series that has what? Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, 76. 5 CRPG games that were somewhat the same. I mean, even when you think about other CRPGs, right? You got what? Divinity Original Sin 2, what? Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale 2, Diablo 1, 2, 3. Like, if we would have had 5 isometric CRPGs for Fallout, all everybody would ever care about is maybe like 2 of them at the most. The worst one out of all 5, 3. The worst one out of all 5, the mid ground, the kind of they got some things right, some things wrong, and then they will have the absolute best of the Fallout series. Like think about it, right? Imagine, because this is why when I was younger growing up, I loved the fact that certain games were getting like sequels. Oh, you know what? Resident Evil, you know, are we going to get Resident Evil 22? You know what I mean? It's like, nah. You know, sometimes it's just, you know, sometimes you need to branch out, and it's better to have a wide variety of different games, right? So if Wasteland 4 is a twin stick shooter, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would be like, this isn't Wasteland, but I would rather have a series have a wide, if it's gonna keep going on forever, have a wide spectrum of styles, or very concise trilogy. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? I don't want 10 Wasteland 2s with just minor things here and there. Oh, well, Wasteland 2 was this, and then Wasteland 3 was that, or Wasteland 4 is actually number 2, but with some minor tweaks. It's like, nah, let's just. The one thing though about Wasteland 3 that I don't like, I was watching a review for one of the DLCs, and they were talking about shields, putting shields, elemental shields and stuff. And I was like, what is this? Like, maybe my recollection of Wasteland 3, I don't remember there being like shields in the sense of like, you know, like you would do in like a magic game. And I remember I was watching the video, I was like, did he just put up a shield? The hell was that? Like I'm giving the enemy was giving, you know, the other enemy characters shields, and I was like, what the hell is that? Like, I play Wasteland because it's like grounded in reality, just sweat and blood and bullets, not all this. So you know, I've been rambling for too long. You know, I'm leaning into my chair, I'm into my mic, and I'm redlining a little bit, so I'm gonna get up out y'all ear. And tomorrow we will be booting up Wasteland 3. As a matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and wait, do I have Wasteland 2 downloaded already? Empire of Sin. I'm gonna be trying that out too. I heard that Empire of Sin isn't really that good, but I'm like, yo, a RPG with old school Chicago gangsters, and like, that's seems interesting to me. So I'm gonna be checking that out. Okay, so okay, so we are going to go to download it right now. And I was really surprised by cuz when I first got Game Pass, there was I was mostly playing on the Xbox. I thought that the PC version was like not as good, but I see some bangers on this. I see some bangers on this list. Is that the whole Gears of War on here? One. I don't see two. They must have took it off. Jade Empire, Injustice 2, the Mass Effect, Medal of Honor War Chest. I still haven't played that yet. I intend to though. I love watching gameplay of the old school Medal of Honors. It looks so cool. Near Automata, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I downloaded Phoenix Point. It's an RPG, but I don't know. I played it for a little bit. It didn't hold me. Prey was a fantastic game. I didn't finish it, but I got pretty far. Oh yeah, that's right. The Quake got its what is that? The HD re-release. All right, let's go down to the Outer Worlds. I'm still waiting for this second DLC to hit the Switch. Torment Tides of Numenera. How much that's going for here? 35. Yeah, I definitely got a better deal. A Steam. Wasteland Remastered. Yo, I tried to play this game, man. I tried. I just couldn't. I don't think I got further than like 5 hours in it. I like the style and the graphics. It looks fantastic, but just couldn't get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and download Wasteland 3. It's probably going for 6. Well, for Game Pass, but I'm assuming $40. 47. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to just do the base game. That's going to be that. All right, and that's going to be the end of my stream. So we are going to be playing this tomorrow at noon. And let me see what time the whatchamacallit comes. That the digital press. Matter of fact. Where's okay. Digital press. Opens 11 a.m. Rough to get to. I'm supposed to be streaming at 12. That's a little difficult to get to. Yeah, it says it opens up 11 a.m. Because I got to get that PS2 controller. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to download PCSX2. Then I'm going to go ahead and then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play, no, I know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm still streaming. Okay, so I just had like this moment, like if I'm on Google, am I still streaming? Am I supposed to be off? Yeah, I'm supposed to be off, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I'm gonna make a video about PCSX. I want to play SOCOM 3 on PCSX 2 with the PS2 controller, so I'm gonna plug this into my PC and then plug the PS2 controller into here, and then I should be able to play. Alright, so that's that. I appreciate the stream. I'm gonna hop in the shower and get some sleep because I'm gonna need to get ready. My stream may be going off probably like 12:30 at by the latest with me getting that PS2 controller, so I might I want to get it soon, next weekend I'm going out, or I could just wait, but then I won't be able to do nothing with it. Yeah, so I'll just go tomorrow and go pick up the PS2 controller, download PCSX. I'll do everything on stream. And thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for coming through the stream. Give me some time. These intros and outros will be exactly where they need to go. Alright, my stream is saying poor. Okay.